I'm going like 14 mile an hour and it's shaking the crap out of me. Morning, YouTube. We're headed over to Whalen's. I gotta pick up something that he's got and I want to borrow. Come on, let's go. Oh, all right. Here's what we came to get. 10-foot hog. Time for some clipping. Almost nailed it. I'm not gonna lie, this whole thing's pretty wide. It's like 11 foot wide. I'm pulling it down the road. I gotta make sure I don't take out anybody's mailbox. I don't hit anybody else's car. Literally just got passed by a squirrel. I almost got passed by 2 squirrels, but the other one, he kind of merged into the ditch, which was nice. You know, I appreciate that. You appreciate that? And on pavement, it shakes the crap out of you. This is a really nice hog. This is a Bush Hog 3210. Ridiculously enormous gearboxes. I could stuff my dog in there and still have room to probably put a foot. Really nice machine. I've seen it eat some serious stuff, and I'm really looking forward to using it. Thanks, Whalen. All right, this machine's pretty fancy. It'll raise itself up and down on its own. Got some shims in here that way when you set it back down, it goes right back to wherever you've preset it with these shims. I'll probably end up pulling out 1 or 2 small ones because I want to get it pretty low, but they're hay fields, so there's no stumps, there's no rocks, there's nothing. Let's go put this dog away and let's try this thing out. Before we go, a little ninja trickery. We're gonna wrap this with a little bit of electrical tape. Because if we don't, sure enough, a piece of brush is gonna grab that, throw it out in the yard somewhere, and we won't ever see it again. There we go. For winter allergies, this is the place to get them. Stay away from that thing while it's slowing down. We got the first little field, just a little spot behind the shop. Down there is where we're clearing land to make it a little bit longer. Stuff here generally just falls right off whenever you shut it down. You don't want it on there because it can cause your tractor to overheat. Fueling. Alright, I'm gonna climb down here and just check and see how it's going. I went ahead and pulled one of these clips out of the cylinder so that I could get it down just a little bit lower. The hog's sitting down pretty low. It's getting all this grass cut real nice, and that's gonna provide lots of sunshine, and then all this stuff that it cuts is gonna create nutrients and soil, and it's gonna help hold the soil in place and hold moisture inside of it. That's what we want. It'll break down over winter, and then next year the grass will come up really nice. The early spring, whenever the sun comes out and everything starts to warm up and things start to green up, all this grass, all the stuff that was getting blocked by the tall grass and these little spots, it's all going to get nice sunshine and it's going to grow. A lot of us think if you want your plants to grow, you got to have water. Well, water is one part, but if you have a lot of rain and no sunshine, then you're not going to end up with very good grass. You want a little bit of both, a lot of both. Lunch. Figure while I'm on a little break, I'd take a minute and talk to you guys about how these little spacers work. Right now the machine's raised up nice and high off the ground for travel. If your cylinder bleeds down, these right here can hold it in place and keep it from dropping all the way to the ground. These little clips can be pretty handy because they'll help hold the cylinder up and keep it in place. Say you're pulling it behind a truck or something like I did this morning, and you don't want the hydraulics to bleed off, and then you don't have it hooked up to a tractor where you could raise it back up, and then it can end up dragging the ground, or you're stuck there with it behind your truck. So these little clips right here, they help hold it in place. They open up real easy just like this, and they snap right around the outside of that cylinder. The other thing that's really great about them is that whenever I go over, say, a stump or a stick or a rock or anything, I can raise that deck up and go over it, and then whenever I lower my lever back down, it drops it back down and stops it right where I want it to stay. So it's kind of like deck height on your lawnmower. I figured a lot of people know what these things are, but some folks don't. So there you go. Back to work. Well, it cut good. Field looks nice. It's ready for next year. Well guys, thanks for watching. Remember to pound that like button and subscribe, and we'll see you next time here on Two Porter Farm. You know, I literally just got passed by a squirrel.
awesome. It's not awesome. It sucks.